Welcome back to the Realistic Cattle Ranch Challenge on Sunshine Forest. I'm BP, and it's time to get to work. So as you guys can see, we just got the plowing done on our wheat field. I got a whole bunch more of the trees cleared out over here to expand this field. So for right now, we're just gonna set this guy off. I do wanna widen this field just a little bit right here. It feels like we didn't quite get cut out far enough. We cut it in. There we go. That's better. All right, so let's get this guy set up on a worker. We have an absolute boatload of work to get done today. We've got to get wheat in the ground. We got to get fields expanded. We have so much to do. So need to get right after it. So first and foremost, let's grab the TLX, and we need to go over and pick up the dump trailer to make sure we get that emptied. We're going to need it today to get some manure up to the shop, and we have a bunch of wheat in it that will not fit anywhere else. So real quick before we take it up, we will run over to the chicken coop and just try to top it off. As you guys can see, it is a rainy morning here in September. So let's head over here and just see about getting a little bit more wheat in here. It's definitely not the right time to be selling wheat. So we're getting rid of it only because our silo is full and our chicken coop is going to be full, and we need the trailer. There's just nowhere else to put it. So we're going to go ahead and get it sold. So we're going to head up to the shop with this. At the end of last episode, we did discover that we needed prefab walls and furniture. And lo and behold, a local artisan moved to town and has decided to set up shop and is willing to make us some prefab walls and make us some furniture. We have to bring him logs. And then we'll pay for the work, obviously, through the production. But he'll get it done for us. So we're going to run up there and see that real quick. Get this emptied out. We should check the sale. You may notice we have $765,000. All those trees I cleared last night, I put into our industrial sawmill and had them just sell. I didn't turn them into planks or beams or long planks or anything. But I did set them to sell, which was a nice relief compared to driving them all up here on the trailer. So we did make a big chunk of change getting that wood sold. When we do go to expand that wheat field today, we are going to have to sell the sawmill. We'll probably just set it up further back into the forest for the next stage of expansion. But right up here, we have our sort of carpentry craftsman shed. He got set up. He said if you bring him the logs, he'll get stuff produced for us. So we'll be working on that today. The wheat is supposed to be best at the buy-sell station. Now, see, guys, I didn't go into the BGA. I wanted to. You saw me start swerving that way. But I'm not sure. Does this fill station actually take items back? I can't remember. It might be Gaming Joy's mod does. It does. Look at that. All right, so 36,000 liters of wheat getting sold because we have nothing else to do with it. Can't store it, not turning it into flour and bread, so we're going to go ahead and get that sold and out of the way so we can get back to using the trailer. We're also using this trailer to bring the logs up to the carpenter today to start working on our prefab walls and everything else. So just over almost $22,000, so not bad at all. While we're here at the shop, let's jump in and check the sale Can't imagine there's anything we need in here. Super chisel, a log puller, could have been helpful earlier. Bale shredder, little trailer. The live bottom, the Trout River live bottom trailer, that's a cool mod. We already have one of those. Don't need any pig food. The lizard mower mulcher. It's nice. It's so big, though. I just can't see using it on this playthrough. And the rest of the stuff is old stuff. So I'm going to head back to the farm now that the trailer is emptied. We'll probably get working on the logs in the rain while the field work goes on. I do have the Fiat over in the big grass field cutting that. It is windrowing it, or I should say swath dropping it on that field. It will need to be tedded. We're going to use the cuts off of both grass fields to make hay today since we are burning through it. I think the big barn, the breeding barn, went through 120,000 liters of hay overnight, so we are definitely in need of getting hay on the farm. So I'll see you guys when I'm all set up to do some log gathering, and I'll check back with you in just a second. Alright guys, we're back and getting the TLX loaded up with logs. Did some quick measurements. The 5.5 meter long logs seem to fit quite well in our little trailer. So just trying to get this one in. I think we need to cut one more down to make sure we have enough wood. Have to just make sure it fits in there. The trailer is getting fairly full at this stage. So just taking our time, getting everything in there, trying to see if we can push that over a little bit. And will it let us push with the bottom teeth maybe? Just a little bit. There we go. Oh, maybe we can pull that one back and have it settle down in there a little more. Let's see. Oh, it's doing it for us. There we go. Alright, I don't think we want a particularly large tree. I am going to go ahead and throw the straps on since we're getting up close to the top. I don't want to risk having a bunch of logs fall out or go flying or anything. So, what tree do we want to do? Thinking maybe this one over here. Keep working our tree line back a little bit. So hop on out, grab our chainsaw, get rid of the stump. All right, and then we got to delimit, or at least get as much of many limbs off as we can. All right. Now the small piece of the tip we can carry. So let's get the measure back on, and let's see. There's 5.5 right there. There's another 5.5. Another 5.5. And this may be the last one. We'll have to wait and see. Let's see, does this one come down here? Where does that go? That's 5.4, so that's good to go. So the first two, the little ones, we can do by hand. They don't weigh very much. So we'll go ahead. Okay, where did that one go? It was here, and then it was gone. Well, we will certainly find that branch as we go. I gotta be honest, guys, that's a weird one. It was in my hand, and now it's gone. Let's see. There's the rest of the tree. Huh. Okay, well, you know, sometimes you lose the branch and sometimes you don't. Alright, so we'll get this one in. And then we should be able to use the Massey for the rest. Really, like, just perplexed by what happened with that log. But hey, you know, not a big deal. Okay. Get this one loaded up. Alright. Still, even after all this, the log forks are just not... Okay, so I'm like in the middle of that one, right in the middle of the cut. That's not what we want. We want to be over here more. Even this log grab, it's just finicky. I know some people are really, really good with these. I do find if I scoop underneath, that helps. This one is not in there very well. Just keep it fully tipped back as much as possible. Alright. Get this one placed. You may end up having to put some on the far side. Okay, not too bad. I think we got 3 more big pieces to put in there. And then we're going to run that up to the carpentry shop and get that made into some prefab walls and some furniture. Got to get centered up more. When we were selling the logs straight up, we were cutting them at 9 meters, if I remember correctly, was the best length. So I'm used to working with slightly longer logs. The 5.5 is a bit small. There we go. No, don't go anywhere. Oh, you jerk. Ran away from me. Alright, let's try this one again. Got to sort of get the up and under on it as you're squeezing down with the clamp. So here we go. Yep, and that one didn't work either. We had good success, and now we're struggling. See if we can get pushed up a little bit. Alright, start the closing mechanism, then scoop underneath it. Lift it up. Alright. One more after this. I do have the Fiat cutting the small grass field and the JCB picking stones out of the first wheat field. It's alright, bud. You can let go. We want to let go of that one. Alright, I do think we want to put one more strap on just to be... or readjust the straps just to be safe. Alright, let's go get that last log. And then we have a full load to take up to the carpentry shop. Exciting stuff. Yeah, I don't understand why the bottom tines on this are longer than the top. It feels like that's why it slides out so much. If you look, like, see how the top part that clamps down is not as wide? Alright, so go underneath and then scoop. Oh, we got this one way on the end, too. Good thing the Massey can handle everything we throw at it. I'd actually... do I want to take this one to the far side? I don't think I do. I think we want to put this one in right here on the end. Okay, so let's see. This one could be a little bit tricky getting positioned. Alright, let's see. Yeah, we want it right up against it. Alright. We'll leave that there. Throw some straps on. Excellent. I am excited. Alright, I'm going to run up to the shop, or to the carpentry. I will see you guys there to drop this stuff off. See you in a minute. We are arriving at the carpentry. let's go ahead and get these unloaded. May have to back up a little bit closer to get the last couple to be taken. This trailer is just great. Tips, dumps, straps. Only thing I'd love if they added a ramp option on the back so you could drive like a skid steer up in here. Alright, that is all of the wood. So let's just park over here out of the way real quick. Let's hop into the menu and check out our production. So, furniture from wood. That is going to take 1 wood to 1.7 furniture. That is good news. What do we have in here? Wood, we have 13,000. It's going to be tight, guys. We'll have to see. We're going to crank this one up. Try to get a couple of these done. Prefab walls, 412 wood to 100 prefab walls. That is also going to be... that's going to be tough. We may have to bring more logs up here, guys. Did not anticipate needing that many, but we'll get started and see how far we get. We have furniture and prefab walls on the way. So, I have the Fiat tedding the grass in the fields. The JCB is stone picking our old field that's going to be expanded today. Once that's done, I'll bring you guys back. We'll work on the field expansion and get to planting the wheat today. So I'll see you guys in a little bit. Just getting the last of the manure out of the calf huts. I took the suggestion from an earlier episode and went ahead and did the loading on the ramp. The suggestion was that or the comment was that the trailer tip point seems to be pretty high. And that's why, if you remember earlier on when we first got this trailer, we were having issues with the manure falling through the trailer. Well, that's not the case when we get up on the ramp. So, nice use of the ramp. Not a thing I thought we'd really want on this farm or need on this ranch was a ramp, but after we put it in, we've used it almost every episode. So it certainly seems as though it is beneficial to the ranch. So I'll get the rest of the manure collected and the slurry connect collected, and we'll get that up to the BGA for today. But for right now, let's go ahead and jump out, and I want to get a quick... I gotta finish doing the watering, don't I? Want to get a quick outline of our new field. So, we've got all the stones picked, which is great. We'll jump in here. Got the stones picked from this field and from the other field. You can see the Fiat's over there with the tedder getting that grass turned over to hay, and I think it's actually just about done, to be honest. Oh, there's a couple little stones there. We'll get them at the end. That's all right. Stay on task. So, for today, with both of our doors open, who knows why they keep opening. It's just sort of the way this playthrough's been. The doors on the tractors do not stay closed. So, here we are. Grab that. The first order of business is going to be to sell. I mean, technically we'll be moving it because we'll relocate it, but we're just going to sell the sawmill real quick. Okay, so, big... Oh, wait, I can see it. Did you guys see it there? Hold on. Right up there in the top right corner, or in the middle of the screen, is the log. Can we find it? Like right... Whoop, whoop. Oh, here it is. We're going to put that out on the road. Remember to get it, because that was definitely going to be in the way. Can't believe we saw that. That was incredible. Alright, so back in. Let's get the plow opened up. And I think I'm just going to run the outline with you guys real quick, and then I'll fill it all in as I go. No need to have you guys here for the whole thing with cutting up the field. So here we are, create field, and I think we want to head right down along the cattle fence, just like so. Give us enough room that we're not right on the trees. I kept taking trees out of this corner. I just felt like this corner was going to be hard to work in. All right, so let me come over. We do have to be a little bit careful because we don't own all the way up to the road. I think that's going to be about right. Let's just see how this comes together here at the end. Yeah, I think that is really good. So, real quick here, that is the expansion. I will go ahead. That's going to be quite... Get outside and get even taller, I think. Yeah, I mean, look at that. That is... I think we're going to almost double the size of our field. That is going to be very, very nice. So I'll get the rest of that cut in. I'll bring you guys back. I was remembering it's September. I think we have to sell cheese. We do. The price is almost at the top. And buffalo mozzarella, the price is also very good. So definitely need to get that stuff loaded up. So I will check back in with you guys in a little bit when I have this field complete. And I'll get all that stuff loaded up to sell. And we will be ready to go. Couple of final passes on our field extension, guys. And we are done. Got the stones all picked. Look at this glorious extension on the field. Looking really good. Have had to clean a couple of stumps out, and I'm wondering, is this a stump or just a little bit of dirt? Just a little spot of dirt. No big deal. All right, so the stones are up. 4,776 liters of stones collected between the two fields. Oh, and I said I'd get this little bit here on my way out. Let's make sure we get that. Sorry, 4,780 liters of stones based on getting those last 3 liters of stones out of here. Alrighty, get that all closed up. We did get the tedding, the windrowing, and the baling done on the little field. And as you can see, the tedding, the windrowing, and the baling done on the big field. So we have grass to collect. The current problem is we have 92,000 liters of cheese and 3,000 liters of buffalo mozzarella on the trailer. So we need to get that up to the shop and get that sold. We are going to very quickly here get the JCB back in the field and getting some planting done while we run up to the shop. So let's grab one of these planters. I really like these, but I've been debating replacing them just from a working with standpoint and capacity. They're not huge. I think they were fine up until we expanded the field just now. I think this next field, the next time we plant this big field, it is going to be a bit of a challenge. So I know we need to get this thing topped off. So let's put out 2 pallets of seeds. Let's put out 2 pallets. Well, there's a partial pallet of solid fertilizer. Let's get that partial in here first. And then we'll pop another one out. Alright, getting some seed. There's the fertilizer. Okay, so let's grab another pallet of fertilizer. Solid fertilizer, I think we'll start with just 1. Don't really plan on using that much. But you never know. So let's head up here and get the new field planted. We are going to be bringing back the new roller with us when we come back from selling the cheese. So that will be an exciting change as well. Alright, just get that started. I think we want to do 3 headlands because this is not a wide. Yeah, and you know what? We don't have the data for it yet. So let's come over here real quick. And is it all on 13? No, actually, almost none of it is on 13. That is crazy. Okay, so 12 purchase soil information, 8,000. Yeah, I mean, it's a lot of money, but that's just the way it's going to be. So, okay. Man, is 13 really? We might have to buy it. I'm not sure this is giving me an accurate description of the field. Is that really it? That doesn't look at all like the field, does it? I think we have to buy the crop data for 13. We may just be throwing money away here, guys. Purchase information, $262. I don't believe it. Okay, $260. That looks more like the field we have. So, okay, great. So now let's come back in here. All that looks good. Go ahead and start the job. All right, he is off and running. Oh, but we have a problem, guys. We don't want grass. That's what we were planting last time. Make sure we get this grass overseeded with wheat so it isn't a problem later. Got all excited there to get stuff done, and there, that looks a little different. Just hop on out and make sure. Let's see. Farmland, wheat growing. Nitrogen is bad. But nitrogen is lime, which we can add later, right? pH is good. Nitrogen is bad. Is that the way it's supposed to be? Okay, nitrogen is perfect. Oh, so we put it down for grass. Okay, got it, yeah. We were putting it down for grass, and that didn't reapply it. So I have a little strip here that isn't great, but not the end of the world. Okay. Moving right along, heading over to the TLX. We've got to get this stuff up to the shop and get it sold. Not even sure how we're going to get turned around here. I mean, this is a massive load. 92,000 liters of cheese. 3,000 liters of buffalo milk. Absolute, just mega load of products. This is clearly and obviously the biggest production sale we've ever had. So I'll get up to the shop area, see where we're going to sell this stuff, and I'll check back in with you guys in a second. Pulling up to town, guys. Exciting news. The best sale place for both these items is the new American Farmer Market, the new building we put in, so we get to use it. So I am excited about that. We're going to have to figure out how to get this giant trailer into their parking lot, but we will figure all that out. So, coming across here. Just got to snake it in there. And guys, we will break $1 million with this sale. So here we go. $1,069,000, guys. We have surpassed the $1 million mark. Interestingly, we also have a pre-fabbed wall from our carpenter. So let's get that loaded up. Let's check out the shop, see if he's getting close on the other stuff. Man, furniture is slow. Huh. Still have 9,000 left. I gotta say, I'm surprised the furniture is so far behind. Did we not turn it up? Furniture storing 360 cycles per month. Guys, furniture is going to take a long time. That's not even 720 furniture a month. That's not even one pallet of furniture a month. So, yeah, we will be putting down another sawmill in the woods and producing planks long and bringing them up here and putting those in to get the furniture going. Otherwise, we'll be here for 7 months waiting on furniture, which would be absolutely insane. So let's get turned around. Let's go grab ourselves a roller, because we don't have one, and we got wheat going in the ground, and we are going to need it. Take the roller and the pre-fabbed wall back to the farm or the ranch. I did get a load of I keep saying silage, slurry and manure up here, so that is all taken care of. All right, into the shop we go. Check the sale one last time. There are definitely some cool things here, but nothing that we need to be spending our money on. So, rollers. Let's see. Spades, plows, cultivators, subsoilers. Where are the rollers? Are they higher up? I feel like I've already missed them. Let's see. Just not fine. Here we go, rollers. I knew they were close by. So here is the one, the 20-foot land roller, $15,800. Do we want a triangle on it? Yeah, sure. We'll take a triangle just for funsies. That'll be all right. I don't know if... well, I was going to use the telehandler to back this on, but I don't think the telehandler has a 3-point hitch, so I think we'll be scooping it and placing it. And that's okay, too. Put the ramps down thinking we were going to drive it up on there, but I don't think we are. All right. Not bad. Hook it by the frame. See if we can't get it pretty far over on the far side. I think we're going to have to pull it off with the tractor. Or is it... oh, sorry, the 3 points on this side. So we want this side fairly close to the edge. Might be a little over the edge there on the near side. Alright, the roller is on. I'll get that stuff back to the farm. I'll check in with you guys when it comes time to switch fields, and we'll get that roller put to work on our new expanded wheat fields. I'll see you guys in a minute. The wheat planting is done. We are on to our final bits of field preparation. Looking for some lime. Let's get that bag out, and I think 2 more bags should be good. Let's see if we can't get loaded out of this first one. That should finish it up. And then we have, so the JCB finished the big field. The Fiat finished the little field. And guys, those planters, as much as I want to replace them because they don't have a huge working with, they use like no seed. They take no power. That entire big field did not even finish the little case planter that we were using. Those things are just incredible. So we're going to run over here and get this guy started. And I got the case stage to get in with the roller next. Let's just jump in here. And boom. And he is good to go. Where you going, bud? Okay, he's doing his thing. Okay, gotta let go. All right, let's get the JCB over here. I did get the prefab wall up to the cabin build, so that is in process. I feel like we've had a lot of rain the last couple of months. Not complaining, just it feels like we've had rain like every single day. All right, the land roller is out. Do we get to lift this thing? Okay, we can lift this thing. Cool. I'm excited. I've never used anything like this before. We'll see how it works. So drop it down. Okay, and we're rolled. So let's grab this. Yeah, I think 2 passes around the outside should be good. All right, I mean, that is off and running, guys. That looks really, really good. All right, so I'm going to go up to the shop and get some cattle for today, and I'll be back, and I'll come back with you guys when I have them. Pulling back onto the farm with the cattle. We got the tractors switched on the fields. The liming is complete over here on the left, so the JCB is rolling. The rolling is complete on the right, so the Fiat is liming. So we have got our fields in really good shape. I did go up to the livestock dealer, the animal dealer, and grab some cows. I also grabbed a couple of bulls. I'm just going to start replacing bulls. I feel like we have an unreasonable number of cows that are not getting pregnant. Now, it could be a food issue. It could just be a, you know, you have a bunch and they can't all get pregnant type situation. But I'm concerned that we may have some bulls that are unable to breed with the cattle because they might be related. So I want to make sure we get that done. So brown Swiss bull, he'll be added in here. We have so we have the brown Swiss bull, we got a Holstein bull, we got a Hereford bull. So, oh, and a water buffalo bull. So we need to pull out one of each of those. So the brown Swiss will be easy because that's a baby. The Holstein is 258. The Hereford bull is 116. And the water buffalo bull is a baby as well. So move selected. Great. Exit. Now, let's look at the other bulls and let's get some of them out of here. So, the brown Swiss bull, yeah, see, he is 35 months. Yeah, that guy will be able to breed tomorrow, so he's gone. The Holstein, so we have all these Holstein cows in here. The Holstein bull, the new one is 258. This one is 18 months old. I can't imagine that one's a problem. It hasn't even been through a full breeding cycle yet. Coming down here, we did not add an Angus bull, but we may need to. This one's 19, that one's 20 months. Again, shouldn't be bad. The Limousine bull, 30 months, not bad. Hereford bull, so we added one, that's the only one there, so that is good news. And then the water buffalo bull, we just added a baby. This one's 18 months, that one's 29 months. So, yep, and they all say they have animals that they can get pregnant. That is 30 animals that can get pregnant, so maybe we needed a Hereford bull. Yeah, that's crazy. So all these cow bulls have, or I should say non-water buffalo bulls have 30 animals. So we're in good shape. So I think for right now, we'll just leave them. That's what we'll do. We won't mess with them, but I did add a few. So last thing for today, I want to get knocked out real quick. I'm just going to park this right here. Based on how slow, gotta go this way, how slow the production is for the furniture, I did drop a sawmill out here further into the woods where we can do another expansion on the field. So we'll just keep pushing this way until we're done with the series. So dropped it out here, fell all these trees in a big ring around it, have 3 pallets of planks, 3 pallets of long planks. I'm going to grab the International and the new trailer, come back here, grab that stuff, and I'll meet you guys up at the carpentry to end the episode. We'll drop that stuff off and get those productions going, so I'll see you up there in a sec. We are late into the evening here in September. It may have been the longest day on the farm so far. So much to do, but we have our planks. and our lawn planks. And as you can see, I even got the one branch or piece of trunk that was left over when we cut up the trees and brought them up here. So we are at the carpentry looking to drop off these supplies and get the production going on furniture. Okay, so something didn't work out there, so let's pause. Yeah, the planks just came right back out. So what did we do here? So come down here. Wood planks distributing. Wood beams. Wood planks long distributing. Distributing. Okay, so maybe that does it. Let's check and see what we get here. Alright, then I think we're going to have to come around this side and pick all of these up as well again. Not a big deal. Can we snag that last one? We got the pre-fabbed wall, which will be great. We'll take that back with us. Okay, so it doesn't look like anything else is coming out, so we just had to get that to distributing. Perfect. So now, jump in here, come back to our production, and let's see. We want to have furniture going on both planks and planks long, and we are going to boost that all the way up because these are just so slow. So not a bad start to our 4th year on the farm. Just excited where we're at. We are over $1 million, guys, which is super exciting. A quarter of the way to our final goal of $4 million, and I feel like we're in really good shape to make that happen. So crazy episode, so much done, expanding the field, getting this new production so we can keep working on the cabin, getting cows, selling 92,000 liters of cheese. I also fed the animals. I collected all the bales, put 250,000 liters of hay into the breeding barn, got some new bowls, I got a new roller. Just so much going on this episode. It was a great one. So thank you so much for joining me today. Don't forget to drop a like and turn on notifications for more videos. Channel memberships are available if you'd like to support my content further, and members do get early access to upcoming videos. That's all for today, but I'll see you in the next one.